64's. As our beautiful Boulder baseball boys did go through a rebranding, but it's a new season, new name. Don't worry, fans. The team carries the same heart and that same competitive hunger of champions. Let's get this hard-hitting summer started. Here in Boulder, we've got altitude and plenty of attitude. It's time to meet the starting lineups for tonight's home opener match between the #22, Elijah Einan. Number 38, Nate Eliason. Number 20, Parker Fagans. And number 25, Ryan Vanderberg. And on the mound tonight for the Fort Collins Foxes is number 11, Ross Frank. All right, it's time. Stand up and stomp those Birkenstocks for the starting lineup of your Boulder 64's. From Kansas City, attending Hutchinson Community College, 0 the hero, Jack Gardner. From Parker, Colorado, at Azusa University, number 9, Bryce Roberts. From University, number 23, Jackson Brown. From Alpine, California, attending San Diego State, number 11, Xavier Farr. From Fort Collins, attending University of Northern Colorado, number 10, Mason Griffin. From Windsor, Colorado, attending Colorado Mesa University, number 1, Shane Crow. From Oak Creek, Wisconsin, attending Bradley University, number 25, CJ Trask. From Fort Morgan, Colorado, attending Colby Community College in Kansas, number 15, Charlie Langford. From Thornton, Colorado, attending Prospect Ridge Academy, number 13, Zeke Bodie. And from Castle Rock, Colorado, attending Metro State University, number 22, on tonight, Connor Swan. Family, friends, fans, at this time we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the performance of our national anthem by Melinda Morris.
Oh, say, can you see? Don't see what's so at the top leaving, whose bright stripes and streaming. And I was still there.
Let's go.
I know. That was great. Thank you, Melinda.
Thank you.
Got a couple of fans down behind the home plate here.
Oh.
Huntington.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Scott Carpenter Field in Boulder, Colorado, where tonight the 64's host the Fort Collins Foxes in the second of two games between the two teams. Last night, the 64's took down the Fort Collins Foxes 10-3 in a game where they controlled the game really from the start. Great pitching on the mound and also some timely hitting by the 64's, and overall a really well played game by the 64. So tonight we are going a little bit radio style. The camera is not liking to work with us, but that doesn't mean we're not going to bring you baseball. So we'll have the scoreboard and you'll have my voice to carry you through the game. So we'll get the camera fixed. Matter of fact, we'll just get a new camera and we'll get it taken care of. So let's first go through the starting lineup of the visiting Fort Collins Foxes. Batting leadoff, he wears number 29. He's from Scottsdale Community College, Avon, Colorado, Elijah Morales. Batting second, from Scottsdale Community College, from Fort Collins, Phoenix West. Batting third, he's the big guy from Melbourne, Australia, Nick Bertucci. Yes. Number 4, cleanup hitter, Drew Ruskis from Dordt University. Batting 5, number 2, Gunnar Eichert. Batting 6, wearing number 22, from Mission Viejo, California, Eli Heinen. Batting 7th, wearing 38, from Fort Collins, Nate Eliason. Batting in the 8th spot, number 20, from Fort Scott Community College, Parker Fagans. And batting 9th, from Boulder High School right there in Fort Collins, playing at Adams State, Ryan Vanderveer. And on the mound for the Boulder 64's, he wears number 22, pitches down at Metro State University from Castle Rock, Carter Swan. Got a great pitching matchup here for you tonight. Carter Swan from Metro State, a really highly regarded pitcher, and Tony Rocco and the coaching staff at 64 is excited about what he brings to the team. And then on Fort Collins side, we'll talk more about Ross Franks when they come up. So Elijah Morales, batting leadoff for the Foxes, steps into the box. Oh, and he gets hit. And he'll take his way to first base. That was on a 2-2 count.
Number 29, Morales. Hit by ball. Earns first base.
So that brings up for the Foxes, Phoenix West. Phoenix West played this past season at Scottsdale Community College. He is from Fort Collins, played at Rocky Mountain High School. One of a number of Lobos on this Foxes team. Morales safely to first. Pitch by Swan. Swung on. A hot shot. It's picked up. Caught over to first, and they turn the double play. Morales was running on contact, and that was picked up fairly easily by the second baseman for the 64's and CJ Trax. So 2 down. That brings up number 32, Nick Bertucci. Nick Bertucci hit 16 home runs last season for the Foxes, shattering the team record previously held at 9. So Nick, he's back. Spent this past season at Central Arizona. He's a two-way player, so you'll see him on the mound as well. On a good day, his velo's hitting 93-94. Pitch in there by Carter Swan. That one's high. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count. Carter Swan kicks, delivers. Swung on, fouled off back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It didn't look beautiful here about 45 minutes ago. Dark clouds, possible rain again, but guess what? We got sunshine and we got baseball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carter Swan, off-speed pitch. Gets Nick to chase, and it goes down.
Strikeout for their 3rd out.
So after a hit by pitch, 64's turn, double play, and get Bertucci on the swing. So we'll now head to the bottom of the first where the 64s will be up to bat, and let's go through that starting lineup. Lineup that put up 10 runs last night at City Park. What was actually a beautiful night there as well. So leading it off, he wears number 0 from Hutchinson Community College. He's a Blue Dragon, hometown of Kansas City, Missouri, Jake Gardner. Batting second, playing at Azusa Pacific University from Parker, Colorado, Bryce Robinette. Batting third, and boy, did he have a night last night. Double, home run, and his home run was an absolute laser from Missouri Western State out of Aurora, Colorado, Jackson Bright. Batting cleanup. Boy, this is a guy, if you want to get a chance to come out and see a good player, this kid's a good player. Made some great plays defensively last night. Cleanup hitter from San Diego State, from Alpine, California, Xavier Farnes. Batting fifth, Fort Collins kid from Fossil Ridge. He's committed to the University of Northern Colorado, Mason Griffin. Batting sixth, playing at Colorado Mason University from Windsor, Shane Croft. Batting seventh, from Bradley University, over in Peoria, Illinois. He's from Oak Creek, Wisconsin, CJ Trask. Batting eighth, wearing number 15, playing at Colby Community College, and that's in Kansas. From Fort Morgan, Charlie Langford. And batting ninth, wearing number 13, Zeke Bodie. Zeke's from Thornton, Colorado. And on the mound for the Foxes today is a young man that had an absolute tremendous year at Rocky Mountain High School, is Ross Franks. Ross shattered the strikeout record that was previously held. I don't want to say shattered, broke it, by Marco Gonzalez. And that's a name you probably know if you follow baseball. He is major leaguer for a number of years. So Boulder, the 64s up to bat. Jake Gardner leading off. Jake played at Hutchinson Community College. First pitch in there from Ross is a strike. Ross Frank led the Lobos into the state championship. That's the final 8 there here in Colorado. And, you know, they went 0-2, but had a tremendous season. Two teams from the city of Fort Collins actually in the final 8 as Fossil Ridge made it as well. So 1 ball, 1 strike from Ross Frank.
Yeah, well,
Gets the sign, the kick, and the pitch. That one's outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Ross Frank gets the sign, and that one also outside, 3 balls, 1 strike. Ross Frank trying to go away from Jake Gardner, but on 3 straight pitches, just missing the outside by a few inches. And I promise I'll do a better job on the scoreboard as well here. And that pitch outside for ball 4.
Gardner earns his first base.
I don't know why it's like. I don't know. Well, this
Stop
is working.
at
It's just
number
not.
9.
That's not working.
So now batting for the 64s. Number 9, Bryce Robinette. He plays at Azusa Pacific from Parker, Colorado. Ross Frank first pitch again outside. Ryan Vanderveer, catcher, stops it, doesn't allow the base runner to advance. The backstop here at Scott Carpenter Park is not very deep. Now they do have some soft padding at the back there that will kind of deaden the ball. The field looks great. Here in Colorado, we've been getting a ton of rain. The grass is green, so kudos to the crew here at City of Boulder. And pitch again on the outside, and nice pickup by Vanderveer. That one was a good 2 feet off. So 2 balls and no strikes. We do have some wind. They're all were to first and back easily as Jake Gardner. So a little wind blowing out to left center. So you could see a jack or 2 tonight. Ross Frank gets the sign. And that one also outside. So now we're 3 balls and no strikes. Ross Frank really trying to stay away from these right-handed batters. But here is in a situation, he's got 3 balls and no strikes. Pitch again outside, straight, 4 straight balls.
Gardner gets to advance to second.
So now runners at first and second,
Bryce
no
Robinette on
outs.
first.
So Vanderveer's going to come out and talk to
Next up,
Ross
we have number
Franks,
23,
Phoenix West,
Jackson Stahl.
former Lobo. So right now on the mat, we got 3 Fort Collins kids chatting. So now batting for the 64's. He had a tremendous night last night. 3 for 5, a double, a home run. Jackson is playing a Missouri Western State from Aurora, Colorado. And he's in a situation here. You got runners at first and second, no outs. Ross Frank can't quite find the strike zone yet. Checks runner at second.
Okay.
Kick, fires, delivers off speed. This one's hit deep left field, and this one is not even close. Jackson Bryant, 2 games, 2 home runs. I tell you,
Number 23,
that
Jackson
wind
Bryant did not of the park.
is blowing the left center, and that's where he hit it. And it didn't take much. So Jax Bryant, his second home run of the season, gives the 64's the 3-0 lead. I don't think that is the last home run we're going to see tonight.
Next up, we have number 11, Bryce Farnham. Xavier Farnham.
Yeah, we could do set. Oh, getting set.
So now up for the 64's, Xavier Farnham. Xavier from San Diego State. And first pitch by Ross Franks. He does hit that corner for a strike. Xavier, well-built young man, 6 foot 205. Hit a couple rockets last night. Second pitch, that one is fouled off to the right. So no balls and 2 strikes.
Innings score. Okay. The display initially.
Last night, Xavier had a great play. Nate Eliason was up and just got enough of it to get in front of the home plate. Xavier, great job positioning himself. Ball bounced, he barehanded it and got a very speedy Nate Eliason at first base. So he's a young man. It's going to be fun to watch here in the Front Range League. So Ross Franks pitch. That one's on the outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Except our bottom with the first. With the bottom.
So Ross Franks shakes a glove, kicks the leg, and swing on. And a beautiful off-speed pitch, and he gets Xavier swinging.
All right.
Next
We've
up,
got
we have
that.
number 10, Mason
So then
Griffin.
we need to do. Strike out. How many they have? They've got
So 1 down,
1 out. Okay.
and that brings up
Adding features. Try.
number 10, Mason Griffin. Mason had a tremendous year here at Fossil Ridge High School in Fort Collins. He's committed to University of Northern Colorado. First pitch from Ross Frank. That fastball's on the outside. Ross Frank's got kind of a funky delivery, kind of a little bit of a 3/4. He's got some good spin on his pitches. Umpire calls timeout. So Mason Griffin, the left-hander, stands 6'3", 215, well-built young man. I'm excited to see what he'll do at Greeley with Coach Mike Anderson over there in the UNC. Next pitch, first pitch there by
No, that was his second.
Ross Franks on the outside.
Okay. 2 balls.
Ross Frank gets the sign, kicks, delivers, swung and fouled off. All Front Range games, Front Range League game stream right here on the Front Range Baseball Network on YouTube. So make sure you follow us on YouTube at Front Range Baseball Network. Kick, beautiful off speed. Swing and a miss by Mason Griffin. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball. Correcting. You can't subtract, so use this that key.
Kick and swing and a miss by Mason Griffin.
And then when you want to fix.
Strike out there for Ross
We
Frank.
got number 1, Shane Crow.
So 2 outs. That brings up Shane Crow from Colorado Mesa University. He's from Windsor, Colorado. He just joined us.
I hit 2.
And the
But then it looks like the innings are
Earlier here in this inning, bottom of the first, Jackson Bryan hit an absolute bomb to left field to give the 64's the early 3-0 lead. First pitch is a ball. Ross Franks kicks, delivers, swung on and missed. Starting to find that little off-speed pitch there.
Cassidy's all over it. You should probably not take short.
It's a 1 ball, 1 strike.
You're gonna strike.
Shane Crow.
And then yes.
But yes, too.
Yes.
Ross Frank delivers, one off speed, just misses the outside.
Oh.
Vanderveer trying to frame that, but just can't quite frame that much. So 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs here at the bottom of the first. 64 is up 3-0. Ross Franks pitch outside and again just misses. Vanderveer trying to get that pitch framed in there, but cannot do it. Shane Crow is our batter from Colorado Mesa University. Right-handed batter, 6'1", 190. Franks kicks, and again outside and misses, and that will be ball 4. So Crow will make his way down to first base with 2 outs. And that will bring up from Bradley University,
25, CJ Trask.
CJ Trask. CJ, right-handed batter, 5'10", 195. He's the starting second baseman. Had a nice play at the top of the first to turn a double play and a backdoor to first base. So Frank gets a pitch, and that one on the outside, ball 1. Next pitch, there, he hits that outside edge, 1 ball, 1 strike. Just joined us, yes, you see black. That is a camera that does not want to work, but you know what? That doesn't mean we're not going to bring you baseball. It's got a little bit old school style and kind of a radio approach, but we also got the scoreboard working. There's a hot shot up the middle, picked up by second base, over to first, and a nice play for the Foxes. But the damage has been done. Jackson Bryan with a 3-run homer to deep left field.
And that ends the first
And
inning.
that gives the 64's an early
3-0.
3-0 lead. We head to the top of the second.
Yeah. How do we get that? Away? Oh, no, did it there? It just, it just changes the name. I think that's all it does. So let's just take that one away. Yeah. And then it'll show. Yeah. I think that's good. So then you just do home total hits? Yes, total hits. And errors.
How'd you get scored?
You do inning. You do inning, and then you reach whatever inning, and then you home score, yes, and then so I can do home score. I would tell you. So, do we do that? When we do that after the inning? Yeah. You would put it up. No, you put it up. So like now, so scored one more. It would. You'd want it to 64 at the bottom. Because they scored. Yeah, but in the second inning, because we just closed that inning. Oh yeah, and no one scored in the second inning? Or in so then
So welcome back here to Scott Carpenter Park. 64's with the early 3-0 lead.
They just didn't score.
As it's the second of 2 games between these 2 teams. They played up in Fort Collins yesterday. These games all brought to you by the Front Range League Baseball Network. The Front Range League in its first year, 8 teams from north to south. Up north, you have the Western Nebraska Pioneers. And if you want to make a fun trip up to Gehring, a great stadium, Chuck and Myra and that team does a fantastic job. Always a big crowd. Great time up there in Nebraska. So as the broadcast goes on, we'll talk more about the teams. But we're back to action here, and that'll be the cleanup hitter for the Foxes. Seeing his first action on this season. Where's number 20? Excuse me. Where's number 33? Drew Oreskes. Drew is a left-handed batter. Good size boy, 6'3", 210 pounds. Played at Dordt University. He's from El Dorado Hills, California. First pitch by Carter. That one's fouled off. Strike 1. Next pitch, that one's outside. Evens the count at 1-1. Carter, fastball that Drew just gets a piece of, fouls off, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carter, pitch, little off speed. That one's fouled off as well. We keep the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Beautiful night. We still got a little bit of wind going out there into left field. Carter kick, and that fastball is just on the outside. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two count. Carter kicks, delivers off speed. Nice pitch there. Gets Drew swinging through that one.
Strikeout for our pitcher, Carter Swan, number 22.
So Carter gets a second strikeout. So 1 down, and that brings up to bat for the Foxes number 2, Gunnar Eichert. Gunnar out of Grand Forks, North Dakota. Committed to University of Minnesota out of high school. Spent his first year there, redshirted. Some coaching changes going on there. As Carter's first pitch is outside for a ball 1. Spent this past season at Central Arizona Community College. Great program. Gets quite a few D1 kids down there. Gunnar swings on that one, fouls it off. Evens it, got 1 ball, 1 strike. Got to know Gunnar as I actually spent some time with him yesterday prior to the game, and was excited to spend the summer here in the Front Range League. Seeing how that ball flies here in Colorado, and that one he will not see because he swings through that one on a fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carter kicks, and that one's inside. That'll be even up the count of 2 balls, 2 strikes. Carter delivery and off-speed pitch. Gunnar cannot catch up to it.
For 22 on the mound.
Swan out with 3 strikeouts. And now 2 down. And that brings up for the Foxes
You don't want to go to give up your job. You got
number 22, Elijah Heinen. Elijah, 6'3", 190, and a great young man. He played at the Foxes last season and unfortunately got an injury to his 4th game of the season. And it's actually the last time he played baseball. He's been spending this off-season rehabbing. And he's back with the Foxes, so good to see him back playing. First pitch there, ball from Carter Swan. Second pitch, that one's on the outside. Eli thought about swing, but he holds up 2 balls and no strikes. Just joined us, 64's put 3 at bottom of the first on a Jackson Bryant home run. Jackson has 2 games, 2 home runs. Carter with the delivery, that one's fouled off by Elijah. 2 balls, 1 strike. No runners on. That pitch on the outside actually hits the backstop. Take the count to 3 balls. That's right. Carter with the pitch. That one just misses high and outside. So that's ball 4.
Number 22, Elijah Heinen takes first base.
So Elijah goes down to first base, and that'll bring up Nate Eliason. Nate,
Bringing up number
another Fort
38,
Collins Rocky
Nate Eliason.
Mountain High School player. He's another player that last year actually got injured, a hand injury last year. Missed the latter part of the season for the Foxes, but he is back wearing the teal and orange uniforms of the Foxes. First pitch from Carter was low and outside for ball 1. Next pitch is in for a strike. Evens out the count. 1 ball, 1 strikes.
I don't know. There's 30 numbers in
The next pitch outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Carter last year at Metro State this past season had a 5.56 ERA in 22 appearances. 22 and 2/3 of an inning with 33 strikeouts. Swung on and missed by Nate. That evens out the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch in there for ball as well. So we got 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner at first. That next pitch is low inside and back-to-back walks for Carter. So now we have runners at first and second.
First, push 9 inside.
And that'll bring up the batter for the Foxes, number 20, Parker Fagans. Parker spent this past season at Fort Scott Community College, the Greyhounds. Carter's pitch, that one just misses. Low. Yeah, the catcher asking the umpire, and from a little chit chat about that. Gamesmanship by the catcher, trying to get that next call, certainly. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 runners on, 2 outs. 64's up 3-0. Pitch, that one fastball outside. And Carter, after going through quickly in the top of the first, walked a couple batters. It was a 2-0 count on Parker Fagan. Carter delivers fastball, and that one outside as well. So 3 balls and no strikes. In the hole for the Foxes, catcher Ryan Baylor. Carter gets the sign, and that pitch just hits the outside corner. It's 3 balls, 1 strike. Parker stands 6'1", 210 pounds. He's from Parker, Colorado, just south of Denver. Runners first and second. 2 outs, 3-1 count. That one base hit, pokes it in right field. Oh, great play at first base. Do they get him at first? Carter can't hold on to the ball. So coming around and scoring for the Foxes is Elijah Iden. It was a great play there at first base for the 64's. CJ Trask, first baseman Jackson Bryant, did a full-out dive, was able to keep that ball in the infield. Carter Swan, the pitcher, went over cover at first base and just couldn't quite hold onto the glove as he stretched out, tried to touch the bag at the same time. The Foxes do get one on the board. So runners at first and second. That brings up Ryan Vanderbeer. Both runners are going, and they will get Parker things easy at second base. So nice play. 64's. And that would end the inning, but the Foxes do pick up 1 run. Close that gap to 3-1. We'll be back here shortly. 5 of the second for the 64's up.
Oh, yeah.
Fans, make sure to check out Los Dos Bros in the parking lot right behind you. There's a food truck serving up slices. Get them hot. Juniors, get that. Juniors in concessions? Yeah. Better. On for it. If you and Toledo and Taco Bell and checking downstairs. Are you good? Yeah.
Yeah,
You got this?
should be good.
Okay. I'll come back. Definitely. Should.
Did you?
Coming up, we got number 15, Charlie Langford.
Well, you probably heard Sammy, the PA announcer here. That's on our next batter. That's number 15, Charlie Langford. Charlie's standing 5'11", 170. Plays at Colby Community College. That's in Kansas. First pitch by Ross Franks. It's that outside edge for strike one. Yes, for those just joining us, video is no bueno tonight, so we're just going old school style. Bringing it to you like radio, but we do have a scoreboard. 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ross Franks, off speed pitch, and just getting a piece of that is Charlie Langford. Keeps the count of 1 ball, 2 strikes. Beautiful weather. Wind has calmed down a little bit. Next pitch by Ross Franks just misses the outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But I'll tell you, Jackson Bryant on that home run in the first inning, didn't matter if it was wind or no wind. He easily cleared the left field fence. Left field there, 353, 334 down the line. Ross Franks, that next pitch, that one's short in the dirt, picked up by Vanderveer. So we got a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ross Frank kick, and that one fouled off to the right side. Keeps the count of 3 balls, 2 strikes. In the hole for 64, Zeke Bodie, and then the top of the lineup, that pitch right down the middle by Ross Franks for a strike. It's 1 down. 64's brings up to bat the 9-hitter Zeke Bodie. Zeke from Prospect Ridge Academy out of Fulton, Colorado. Frank's first pitch, fastball, swing and miss by Bodie. Next pitch, boy, he is trying to get that outside painted plate there, just misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one, fly ball to right field. Nick Bertucci going back. This ball's got a shot. That one keeps going, and that one's off at the foul, or excuse me, live hole, and that is a home run by Zeke Bodie. His first of the season. I tell you, this wind is out still, and that gives the 64 is the 4-1 lead.
Thanks, Lynn. 3-1.
It's gonna be 4-1. We just got.
Umpires. Well, we're talking to the team. And he's asking for 1 ball. So Brandon Wakefield, assistant coach, third base coach, over there helping out, along with Coach Tony Rocco. Tony, been here at the helm for a number of
Back
years.
guard,
You've done a
back up.
tremendous job with this program. And Brandon Wakefield over at third base. Assistant coach Boulder with the Fossil Bridge. Coaching staff is tremendous to work with. Back to the top of the order. Jack Carter's first pitch. He fouls that one off. Jack Garner spent the last season at Hutchinson Community College. Swings on, and that went over to the third base. Gunnar Hire fires over to first base. He gets him by a couple of steps. Route number 2.
We got number 9, Bryce Robinette.
The 2 outs, that will bring out Bryce Robinette. 5'10", 190 from Parker, Colorado. Spent this past season at Azusa Pacific University. He takes that first pitch and right to Phoenix West. Picks up and got a nice friendly hop. Throws it over to first and gets the third out. But the 64's put another number on the board with a solo shot to right field by Zeke Bodie. 64's lead 4-1 as we head to the top of the third.
Actually, no, I think you can leave it.
I think you just did
unless
it.
they score.
We said,
Right?
so if they didn't score, then you just do.
You would just leave it, right?
home guest score 0.
So do you think I need to
Well,
change
no,
it?
you're going to. Oh,
Yeah, I do need to change it.
you do need to change it because you guys are. Yeah, Boulder's back. Right?
Yeah.
And no runs. So then.
Got one. He did. You
One run.
Oh no, you got it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just.
Folks, if you're not feeling pizza today, you can also stop by our concession stand, get things like popcorn, Cracker Jacks, or even booze. Please stop by our concessions, or if you are feeling pizza, we got that too. I'm so good. Come on, fans, you know the words.
So we're back here to Scott Carpenter Park here in Boulder. 64's lead 4-1. Brings up the Foxes here in the top of the third. First pitch by Carter. Swans. Just on the outside for ball 1. Ryan Vanderveer. Tonight's catcher for the Foxes. Adam State steps into the plate. Next pitch swung on and miss. Evens out the count to 1 ball.
Yeah, but still.
Fox's lineup, or excuse me, roster has a nice blend of local players and out-of-state players. 6 kids from Fort Collins. Next pitch by Carter, off speed on the inside. Takes a count to 2 balls and 1 strike.
That's like a dream ball.
Next pitch by Carter. That one is poked into right field and a nice play out there. CJ Drass, the second
DJ
baseman,
Grass starts second baseman with the
tracks
catch.
down that ball.
Number 25,
Catches
nothing
that
gets
over
past
his
him.
shoulder. Does a tremendous job.
That wasn't. He caught it.
Oh, is it not?
So 1 out. That takes us back to the top of the lineup for the Foxes. Elijah Morales out of Scottsdale Community College. And he swings on the first off-speed pitch.
Fielder. It's all right.
This is for strike
And
1.
you're like, oh, I got him. Oh, they're gonna grab Phil Ford.
Next pitch. This one's a chopper that will go foul. Carter's up on They count no balls, 2 strikes.
Giving him the business. I love it.
Yeah.
Give him
And
the
again,
business.
we apologize, no video. We'll get that fixed and addressed.
That is so funny.
But that doesn't mean we cannot bring you baseball. Next pitch by Carter, fastball is high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Excuse me, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Let's go up, try. I tried.
Not that. I take them off.
Well, I know. I tried really hard. I know where.
Carter, next pitch off speed. That one's just misses down the line about
And especially
3 or 4 inches fouled on the third base. He keeps getting the ball 2 strikes.
Passing is only for just good number.
Carter
Yeah.
takes a deep breath. He kicks, and that pitch just misses. Oh, speed pitch. Yeah, probably inside, but by much. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You love it. You love it.
Carter. It's a little extra gas on that one. That fastball, but that goes outside. Runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Ooh, I just thought of it.
So everything you picks up just adds up. Carter, that fastball, and Elijah could not catch up to it. Carter picks up his 4th strikeout of the inning.
Sings us another swan song, and that's his 3rd strikeout of the day.
So that brings up for the Foxes, Phoenix West, left-handed batter. Collins spent his first year at Dordt University, and that pitch goes behind Phoenix West. For ball 1. No runners on, 2 outs. Phoenix West, the number 2 batter. And that next one, he swings, gets a hold of it. That one's foul. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strikes. So Phoenix spent the first year at Dordt University. He spent last summer playing for the Foxes. And transferred out, went to Scottsdale Community College. Had a great season there, and takes that next pitch off speed on the outside. So now he's looking for his next opportunity, which he certainly has some in front of him. Wants to use summer ball to even increase those opportunities. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Next pitch, that one in the dirt.
I might do that.
Moves the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. Next pitch by Carter. It's a slow roller over to first base. Easy play for the 64's. Over that first base, Jackson Bryant touches the bag, and that is out number 3. With that, we move to the bottom of the 3rd. 64's up 4-1. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back here. The Front
Boulder
Range Baseball Network.
64's are proudly sponsored by, well, we don't know yet. If you're interested in sponsoring the Boulder 64's, please come up to the PR box and talk to one of us.
I don't know about it. Yeah. Yeah.
Got number
We're back
23
here.
kicking us off,
and
Jackson
Carpenter,
Stahl.
64's up 4-1.
Hello?
And that'll bring up to bat Jackson Bryant, who homered in his first at bat, a deep shot to left field. Homered in last night's game at City Park at Fort Collins on the first pitch. Gets hit him. No
Jackson
balls, so he
Stuck will
takes his
proudly
way over to
take
first base.
Sorry, it's Jackson Bryant, actually.
Oh, that's Brian. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hi, Dad. Something's wrong with
So now that brings up for 64's designated hitter Xavier Farnham. First pitch on the outside, just misses corner, ball one. It's Jackson Bryant standing over at first base. In one and not even a half a game, he's gotten on base 5 times already. Next pitch, Ross Franks, that's outside, ball 2. Not a big lead by Jackson Bryant. Ross Frank, that off-speed pitch is Vanderbilt tries to frame it, but doesn't get it. That takes it to ball 3. So Xavier Farnham spent this past season at San Diego State catcher and also DH for them. That next pitch from Ross, that one does hit the outside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike. And Ross throws over to first base. Back easy is Jackson Bryant. Again, not a big lead over there. Ross Frank taking his time, delivery off speed. And that one is high. Xavier will take his way to first base. So 2 runners on for the 64's. No outs. And that will bring up Mason Griffin. Mason just finished his senior season. Fossil Ridge. But them get to the Class 5 state championships. Runner first and second. Ross checks the runner at second. Mason laying down the bunt. Nice job. Perfect bunt. Vanderveer throws it first. Nice flight. Gets the flight runner. Mason just by a step. But a beautiful bunt by
hit
Mason
by
Griffin.
Griffin.
You're left-handed
It's
batter.
Brian
You
on
can lay a
second.
bunt down like that. You're going to get some infield hits. And he about had one. Vanderveer, a nice play. Do that onion at first base with a stretch. Gets the out, but it does advance both runners. So runners at first, second, and the third with 1 out. Great fundamental baseball there by Mason Griffin and the 64's. So that now will bring up Shane Croft from Colorado Base University. Calls home Windsor, Colorado. Got a chance to bring in a couple more here for the 64's. First pitch off speed, and he's all over it. It's a foul ball, and players in the 64's dugout were ducking because that was a laser. But goes down as a strike, and the ball's 1 strike. Frank with the kick. That one right up the middle. That's going to score a run. Connor Heiger charges it. Nice play over to first. But does get 1 across the board. Moves that lead to 5.
Throw on that RBI, bringing Jackson
Xavier
Bryant
Farnham
in for the Boulder
advances over to the
64's.
third base. So we now have 2 outs. Runner at third. And that'll bring up to bat CJ Trask, second baseman. He's made some nice plays already early in this game. At Bradley University. Oak Creek, Wisconsin calls home. Ross Frank pitch. Fouled off. Strike 1. Just joined us. You see the black screen. Well, video not want to work tonight, but we're still going to bring you baseball. Runner at third. Ross Frank, off-speed pitch. Can't catch up to that one. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, runner at third. For batter CJ Trask, 5'10", 195 right-handed batter. Wearing the bright red gloves of Bradley University. He fouls that one off, keeps the count at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Had some sun, but now we got some clouds rolling in. Ross Frank shaking off a couple of pitches. We'll see what he comes up with here. Shook off Vanderbilt twice. See what he comes with. Out Steve. Nice pitch there. Swinging through, missing into CJ Trask, but 64's put another one on the board. We head to the top of the fourth. 64's up 5-1. We'll be right back right here on the Front Range Baseball Network. How's your hand? It hurts. Not broken though. No. That's good. Yeah. Yeah.
5-1. Yeah.
Kicking off the fourth inning. You got a score of 5-1. If your Boulder 64's winning. On the mound for the Boulder 64's this inning, we have Jacob Amador, number 17.
Welcome back to Scott Carpenter Park here in beautiful Boulder, Colorado. Boulder, 3 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. Not a lot of hits this game. We only got 3 hits. We got 6 runs. And Boulder, after winning last night 10-3, control here early, 5-1 lead. We do have a new pitcher on the mound for the 64's. Curtis
Up for
Wine
the Fort Collins
gets through
Foxes.
3 innings and now pitching
number
for the 64's.
Nick
Wears over
Bertucci.
17. Played at Porterville College out in California, and he's right here from Boulder area. Jacob Amador. He's a 5'10", 155-pound pitcher. Up for the Foxes, leading off this inning, it's Nick Bertucci from Melbourne, Australia. Takes a first pitch for a strike right down the plate. So Nick last year, 16 home runs for the Foxes. Didn't hit his first until game 9. Then went on a hot streak. The next pitch to Nick Bertucci is ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch, nice pitch there by Amador. Off speed. On the outside there for strike 2. Next pitch to Nick. He punches to the right side. An easy 2-hopper for Trask over the first strike.
CJ
First out
Trask
of the inning.
picking up that grounder. Handed to Jackson Bryant for the first out. Bringing up number 33, Drew Oreskes.
They'll bring up for the Foxes. Drew Oreskes, left-handed batter, 6'3", 210. Spent this past season at York University. First pitch, just misses for ball 1. Winds calmed down here at Scott Carpenter. Next pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Beginning of the game, it was blowing pretty hard out the left center. Jackson Bryant, his homer was a no-doubter. Did better on the wind, but with that wind, it was just watching to see how far it would go. 2 balls, no strikes. Kick, swing and a miss by Drew. Gets the count to 2 balls and a 1 strike. First game of the summer season here at Scott Carpenter Park. The 64's. Just traveled about 45 minutes, well, sometimes an hour depending on the day. Up to Fort Collins last night. That next pitch swung on and missed by Drew, so evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one is swung on, gets away from the catcher. Going to first. Heck of a ball. At a 64 is a swing and a miss in the dirt off the catcher. Goes off about 15
grab by
feet
Shane Fro there,
to the left, and Shane tracks that down, turns and fires over to first. Jackson Bryant with a stretch, and gets the second out. Great play. We saw great plays last night from the 64's defense as well. So, well, maybe game 2 of the season, but 64 is already really playing solid baseball. 2 outs. At that, to bring up Gunnar Heigert. First pitch to counter is a strike. Gunnar 6'2", 200 pounds. Next pitch to him. That one just misses the outside edge. Evens the count at 1-1. No runners on for the Foxes. 2 down. Next pitch off speed. Gunnar cannot catch up to it. Puts the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Foxes so far in the evening, 1 run on 1 hit. That was back in the 2nd inning. Next pitch. That one's in the dirt. Kicks over towards the home base hitter, Eli Hayden. So that evens a count of 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got 2 across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Boulder up, 5-1, top of the 4th. Next pitch, that one inside. Hit the pitch. It's a big strikeout. So nothing going for the Foxes. 3 up, 3 down, and that will send us to the bottom of the 4th. 64 is up 5-1 right here with the Front Range Baseball Network.
We got number 15,
back.
Charlie Langford,
Scott
coming up for
Carpenter
Boulder
Park.
64's.
Leading off the inning for Boulder. It's our 8 hitter. Charlie Langford. Ross Franks out there for a fourth inning for the Fort Collins Foxes. His first pitch just misses. A little low for ball one. Next pitch, one hopper to Phoenix West, who jumps up, makes a play, fires over first. One up, one down. Here at the bottom of the fourth.
Next up, we got number 13, Zeke Bodie.
So now for the 64s, he was responsible for the fourth run of this game. Zeke Bodie hit one right field. The ball just kept carrying it. Dick Bertucci was trying to track it down, but just over the 331 sign, hit the light pole. Bodie's first home run of the season. Ross Frank, first pitch, swinging by Bodie over to Phoenix West. Backhand stop over the first. 2 up, 2 down here for the 64s.
2 up, 2 down for the 64s. But that brings up number 22, Carter Swan.
So that brings up leadoff hitter Jake Gardner. Jake Gardner, first pitch to him on the outside. 1 ball, no strike. Hey, and it's okay. It's okay to correct yourself too.
Okay. I'll give her number 20.
That off-speed pitch swings through. Nice pitch by Ross Frank. Evens the cap out at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Jack Gardner up to bat.
Jack Gardner, good size kid, 6'3", 215 pounds. One of several players, matter of fact, 3 from Hutchinson Community College. Next pitch, Ross Frank has a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hutchinson Community College known for producing athletes. They're down in Hutchinson. It's about an hour outside of Wichita. Next pitch by Ross is outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Twos across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ross Frank, that one hit over to Phoenix West, and that had some zip on it. Phoenix cannot make the play. They go out left field. I'm keeping score. I'm giving that a hit, and actually I'm keeping score here on it. So we're gonna give that a hit. Jake Gardner, that one had some zip on it over there. Phoenix West could not quite grab it. Phoenix a very smooth, good third
Bryce
baseman.
Robinette is up for the Boulder 64.
That'll bring up Bryce Robinette, the right-handed batter. So Jake Gardner there over at first base. Decent lead. Frank throws over to first. Gardner back in plenty of time. Up to bat, Bryce Robinette from Parker, Colorado, just south of Denver. Ross Frank pitch off speed in the dirt, and Van de Veer keeps it about 5 feet from him, keeps the runner over there at first base. Ross Frank's actually the emergency catcher for Foxes. If ever needed, and that next pitch fouled off at the plate. Evens a count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Just joined us? No, the lights are not off. Video's just not working today. We'll get that corrected moving forward. But 64's 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. Foxes picked up 1 in the second. 64's up to a 5-1 lead. Pitch is a strike. Runner Gardner down there. Easy to steal second base. That's a second stolen base. 64's this evening. Does make the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes to Bryce Robinette. Frank checks Gardner over at second. Kicks fire. Is that one? About a half swing, but no called strike. That ball does get behind the catcher. Gardner advancing over to third. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth. Here's Front Range League. Other action going on tonight as well. Games down in Pueblo, also up in Fort Collins. Snowville Prospectors taking on Diamond Club. Catch all those games on the Front Range Broadcast Network. That next pitch, break inside. Runs the count full.
Yeah. So that's running.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at third. Frank kick, 4-3. That one right up the middle, base hit. 64 is going to put another one on the board. 6-1. Nice piece of hitting by Bryce Robinette.
Number 23, Jackson Bryant.
So that brings up, I'm going to say that it's safe to say that the hottest batter in the Front Range League right now is Jackson Bryant. 2 homers in 2 games. The right-handed batter steps in the plate. First pitch just misses outside, ball 1.
What do you do? Oh, no, I heard. Yes, no, I'll go. I got this much.
Next pitch in there for a strike, evens a count at 1-1.
We get back on.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 1 on at third. Next pitch, pokes it to right field. Will that stay fair? And it does stay fair. That's going to roll all the way to the fence into the corner. Nick Bertucci striking it down. Nick's got a good arm. We'll have a play at home. And he gets a cutoff play at home, and he's out at home. Great relay there from the Foxes. Nick Bertucci to Elijah Einen and over to home plate to Van de Veer. And gets the lead runner there, gets the out. Trying to get home there for the Boulder 64's was Bryce Robinette. Can't disagree with sending the guy home, give it a shot. Got to make a perfect play, and the Foxes did. But the 64's put another one on the board. We head to the top of the 5th. 64's up 6-1. Here on the Front Range Baseball Network. We'll be right back.
Oh, I stopped. They just started about 20 minutes ago. They just started the second process.
What was the first one? Bad scratch.
Yes, thank you.
What was the first game score?
Okay, let's see.
That would be great to have that.
Lightning delay. She's like, I just checked for Ruby's like, oh, probably they can't touch lightning. They have school district home outside of this year. Isn't that crazy? They have lightning. They can't turn them let me see if they scored us.
We're back here at Scott Carpenter Park. 64's in control here, 6-1.
The Foxes.
We're at the top of the 5th here.
22, Elijah Einen.
Starting the inning for the Foxes, number 22, Elijah Einen. Elijah spent the last year as a cat here, recovering from an injury, takes that first pitch and fouls it off.
Yeah.
No balls, 1 strike. Foxes trying to get something going here.
Why are you?
Next pitch, lowered away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch swung on and missed by Elijah. Runs the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. For 7 runs, only got 5 hits, so not a lot of offensive action. Next pitch swung on and fouled off. Elijah off his own foot. He's on a guard on the front leg. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just joined us. 64's put 3 up in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth. Foxes put 1 up in the second. That gives us a 6-1 lead for the 64's. Next pitch. Amador was in here for a second inning, an impressive first inning. Pitches in the dirt, runs the count even, and 2 balls, 2 strikes. On deck for the Foxes, it's Nate Eliason. Kick swung on and missed. Catcher got out his gloves. He will have to throw it to first, but an easy play. So 1 up, 1 down for the Foxes. Now bring up Nate Eliason.
And down the Foxes.
Nate Eliason spent his last season in baseball at Dordt University. A few Dordt University players on this Foxes team. His first pitch, he fouls that one off. Runs the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. Nate's dad, Sam, actually, is down to Fort Collins doing the play-by-play of the NoCo Prospectors Diamond Club doubleheader. Those 2 teams were set to play in the first game at City Park, part of a doubleheader, but unfortunately, Mother Nature had other ideas. So it was agreed upon not to play that first game and tried to at least get one of them in, which they did last night between the Foxes and 64's. Next pitch in there for a strike. Runs the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the crew out there at City Fort Collins did a tremendous job to get that field cleaned up and allow these 2 teams to play last night. So next pitch is inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. They were up there early, pumping out water, fans turning dirt by 6:05 lift rate. So kudos to Dean and his crew of the City of Fort Collins. Next pitch, that one's fouled off. Slowly to the left side. Brandon Wakefield, assistant coach, 64's. Picks up that foul ball, keeps the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. We got 1 out here. Top of the 5th. 64's cruising to a 6-1 lead. Amador with a pitch, now just outside. Runs the count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nate Eliason gets on base. He's a fun one to watch because he will run. Here's a 4-count pitch. That one fouled off to the right side. Eliason staying alive. Check out Amador. Not a big kid, 5'10", 155 pounds. But he's looked impressive so far here in the 1 1/3 innings he has pitched for the 64's. He kicked the delivery, that one swung through by Eliason. Amador with another strikeout.
The strong arm, not Frank Azar, but Amador.
That brings out 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring up for the Foxes, Parker Vagans. Parker spent this past season at Fort Scott Community College. One of 2 players on the Foxes roster from Fort Scott. That first pitch gets away from Amador. It's Parker Vagans, and probably for Parker, maybe the easiest hit by pitch because that one just slipped out of Amador's hands and probably no more than about 65 miles an hour. Parker goes off to first with 2 outs. And that brings up 2 for the Foxes. Their 9-hole hitter, catcher Ryan Vanderveer. See if the Foxes can get anything going here. But there were 2 outs, top of the 5th here. The first pitch, that one's fouled off. 6-1, 64's lead. Next pitch, swung through. Next pitch, Boulder on the off-speed pitch. Lose the count to no balls and 2 strikes. See if Parker Fagans at first with 2 strikes, 2 outs. Will decide to maybe go down to second base. Not a big lead over there. And he is going. Off-speed pitch. He's got a chance to steal the space. And they call that pitch a strike 3. So Commodore gets through that hit-by pitch with no damage done. We will head to the bottom of the 5th. 64's in control, leading 6-1. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back on the Front Range Baseball Network.
Got the horses in the flag. Horse stock is and it's all they look like got the horses black.
Pretty great. We got snacks. That was it. That was Is it sprain or jam or what? Okay, choose that.
Welcome back to Scott Carpenter Park. Nights and just been flipped on. Absolutely beautiful night. Field looks great. And if you were wondering if the Rockies picked up their 10th win of the night, well, they did not. They just got struck out in the top of the 9th in the Mets. They lose 4-2, so the Rockies now move to 9-48. Not mathematically eliminated, but certainly eliminated.
No, they're like,
So Foxes bring a new pitcher on the mound. He wears number 42. Just completed a senior season at Highland High School in Arizona. He's committed to Central Arizona Community College. Central Arizona powerhouse in junior college baseball. So they'll be playing there next year. So Cooper, Arizona stands 5'10", 165, a left-hander. First batter you'll see. To start here, the bottom of the 5th. We designated hitter Xavier Farnham. First pitch from Gutterman right in there for a strike.
That's PA1.
Next one. Pitch, Xavier swings on and slow roller to first base. Picked up by Drew Reskus. He gets the first down. Just touches the bag. He gets that first down. So 1 up, 1 down here for the 64's. I'll bring up Mason Griffin, Ingress number 10. First pitch, Gutterman hits the outside edge there for strike 1. Griffin 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout early in the game. Next pitch by Gutterman just misses the inside. He was count 1 ball, 1 strike. Shane Crow is on deck for the 64's. Next pitch from Gutterman, just outside and low, makes the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Gutterman, the kick, delivery, that one high. Moves the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. Griffin, Crow, Trask, batters due up next. And right off the elbow, Mason Griffin, so take first base. Does have padding there on that
Number
first base,
one,
or on that
Shane
elbow.
Crow.
Jog off to first base, and that will bring up Shane Crow, our hitting into 6 hole tonight. It's 1 on, 1 out. Gutterman, the pitcher for the Foxes, looks over first base, delivers that pitch fastball, just misses inside. 1-0 the count. Shane Crow played his high school baseball at Fossil Ridge. You've heard that school mentioned a number of times. Takes that pitch for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Coach Mark Wagner, assistant coach Brandon Wakefield, done a great job with that program there in Fort Collins. Gutterman, pickoff move to first, runners back safe. Yeah, Shane Crow, one of the several Fossil Ridge kids on this Boulder 64's roster. Gutterman pitch off speed in the dirt. Picked up nicely by Vanderveer. 2 balls, 1 strike. We apologize tonight. No video. Camera did not want to work. But that was not going to keep us from bringing you baseball. Got a right quick pick over there, first base, and just back in time. Is Mason Griffin. Got a minute. Lefty, pretty quick move over to first base. Here's a pitch to Shane Crawford, and that's a 2-hopper to Phoenix West. Uses the chance, blocks it, throws it over to first. Gets Shane Crow, or to second is
Crow
missing.
advancing Griffin to second.
Nope, not sure. I think that ball was hit hard enough for Phoenix
Brings
to
up
do
number
much more
25,
with that.
CJ Trax.
A slow 2-hopper, blocked his chest, kept it in front of him, got the lead. Got the run over at first. So 2 outs. Now with the runner at second. And now bring up CJ Trask. CJ's made some nice plays at second base so far in this game. Takes the first pitch off speed for a strike. Mason Griffin, good speed at second, so base hit most likely. Brings another one on the board. So far, 64s have scored in every inning. 3, 1, 1, and 1 through the first 4 innings. Here's a hot shot up to shortstop. Gunnar Hiker takes a nice play. Throws it first. Gunnar Hiker, great glove there. That was hit fairly hard off the end of the bat, so it had some motion, but a nice job. Flips it over to first and gets the out. So for the first time tonight, 64s do not put a number on the board, but all is good here in Boulder. 64 is up 6-1 as we head to the top of the 6. We'll be right back here on the Front Range Baseball Network.
Top of the 6th here at the home of the Boulder 64s. Got a score of 6 Boulder, 1 Fort Collins Foxes.
I'm wearing out my favorite friends. And give me space to take my hands. You, till it goes on and on. Please, as it goes on and on. Sometimes say get out the way of me and my crew. So I'm gonna do. It's just what I can't give it a do. Yeah, till it goes on and on. Sometimes.
Reminder fans, if you're getting hungry, we got pizza out back from Los Dos Bros.
Welcome back to Scott
Coming up for the
Carpenter Park.
Foxes, number 29, Elijah Morales, back to the top of the line.
Fast moving game here. We're already top of the 6. 64's leading 6-1. Foxes, if they're going to do anything here, it's a good time to do it. Top of the lineup. Elijah Morales, first pitch. That one up the middle. Nice pickup by CJ Trask. Flips over first. Gets the out. CJ Trask. Aggressive second baseman.
Carried by number 25, CJ Trask. Nothing get past it.
One pitch, one out. I'll bring up third baseman, left-handed hitter, Phoenix West. Phoenix 6 foot, 190 pounds. It's a Lobo from Rocky Mountain High School there in Fort Collins. Commodore's first pitch, that one outside for ball 1.
Phoenix West, no, for the Foxes.
Kind of got that funky time of the night as that next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Got sun and shadow halfway in between the pitcher and the batter. Always a kind of difficult time for batters to pick up the pitches and the spin. That next pitch, Commodore. Phoenix West is way ahead of that one. He actually hit a house on that one. It's a brick house, so everything's okay. So 2 balls and 1 strike. I'm guessing that's not the first time this house has been hit over there. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, no one on base. With the Foxes, that next pitch is outside. It's 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out to Phoenix West. Commodore pitch is fouled off by Phoenix West. Runs the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Waiting on deck for the Foxes. It's right fielder Nick Bertucci. Commodore gets a sign, kicks, delivers. That one's high. Phoenix West just gets a pieces of it. He not real happy with that, as that was ball 4, but stays alive by fouling that one off behind the umpire. Yes, just joined us. No video tonight, unfortunately, but we will get that corrected. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, no on. Pitch by Commodore. That off-speed pitch is outside. And Phoenix West will take first base. I'll bring up Nick Bertucci for the Foxes, right fielder. Earlier in the game, there was a base hit to right field, went in the corner. Bertucci fired that ball into first baseman Elijah Heiden, who threw it home to Vanderbilt. They were able to cut the runner down at home. If it wasn't for that play, the score would be 7-1. Bertucci, 6'2", 230 pounds, played at Central Arizona. Big throw at first base. Phoenix West is back in time. Starting to be a little motion over at the 64's bullpen. First pitch there to Nick Bertucci is low inside for ball 1. Phoenix West, pretty good lead, but they're going to throw back over. He's back in time. Night 2 of Front Range League Baseball. Last night was day 1. And pitch fouled off by Bertucci. It evens the count up 1-1. Not a lot of games played. Matter of fact, the only one played, it was 64's and Foxes. A couple other rainouts happened. Boulder easily winning that game 10-3. Really control from start to finish. Good pitching, great defense. Some time of the hitting. Next pitch hit Bertucci just inside on that off-speed pitch. 2-1 the count. Phoenix West over first, kicking up the dirt. He's not going anywhere. Nick Bertucci, line drive left field. That one's going to go to the corner. Phoenix West, he's rounding second, heading to third. Nick Bertucci will have a double. He'll stop Phoenix West at third.
Bertucci.
So Bertucci with the double.
Line.
Try to get some action for the Foxes. Runners down second and third with one out. Coaching staff come out. Doctor's starting pitcher. Amador has been throwing well. Just a good piece of hitting by Bertucci. He drove that one to left field. Front Range League, a new league this year, and July 7th and 8th, they'll have their All-Star Spectacular over their beautiful Oregon Trail Park in Gary, Nebraska. It's a 2-day spectacular. It's presented by Arrowhead Distributing. Day one will be the Home Run Derby, featuring a player for each team. And day two, the All-Star Game. Fireworks afterwards, presented by our good friends at Boulder's Restaurant. So Drew Reskins for the Foxes in a big spot here. Runners at second and third. First pitch from Amador. That's in the dirt for ball one. Nick Bertucci, even though 6'3", 230 pounds, has very good speed. Stole 16 bases last year for the Foxes. Fox is going to get back in, and here's the time. That next pitch off speed just misses. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Drew's going to get a pitch here. He can do something with. 6'3", 210 pounds. Amador takes a breath. Pitch delivered. Swung on, miss. On that fastball, 2-1. Drew really wanted to do something with that ball. He's got to pull that front shoulder away to make contact with that fastball. Here's a pitch for Amador. That's right on the pipe. That's 2-2. So when you're sitting in the stands, you see a pitch like that, you think, why can't you jump on it? When you realize that ball's getting there, split hair, and either you got a rocket fire right away or that ball's by you. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runners second and third. 6-1, 64's lead. Here's the pitch. That one gets a little away from Amador on the off-speed pitch. Runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Waiting on deck for the Foxes, Gunnar Hiker. Big pitch here for Amador. Kick and the pitch. That one gets Drew to swing and miss. Big pitch for Amador.
Amador
Get 2
tidying
outs
up
here
another strikeout.
in the top of the 6th. So that brings up the shortstop for the Foxes, Gunnar Hiker. Now Gunnar, 6'2", 200 pounds, Central Arizona. Big kid. Started his career at the University of Minnesota, redshirt there. So coach changes slowly over. So made the move to Central Arizona. Went there this past season. First pitch to him is a strike. Big opportunity. 2 runners on with 2 outs. Runner at second, Bertucci definitely will be going with his speed. A base hit will make this game closer, but it ain't going to happen. A slow roller to first base, easily picked up by Jackson Bryant. Touches first. That will do it. Foxes, some runners on base, but cannot bring anyone home. So we head to the bottom of the 6th. 64 still in control. 6-1. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back here on the Front Range Baseball Network.
Sorry, you just gotta listen all night. It's pretty good though. It is pretty good. Yeah, we got no video. That's alright. I'll fix it tomorrow. Boulder has this camera that these cameras are big and all that stuff, but they're not easy to always hook up. Because nowadays you get these cameras, these pop them in, you don't get video. This you got to change the output. I was like, man, we're gonna get a new camera. I'm gonna get it tomorrow at Best Buy, and we will. Because today you can get cameras like for Foxes, like this big. Just put it right here. Way easier. Is this here? Once you plug it in, the video goes off. It goes in here, so you can't even look at it anymore. So
Sure. Order Jimmy John's sandwiches to be delivered.
great. Did you bring pizza for me?
Yeah, you
Shut down for
I got
the
two, so you could have them.
Foxes. We have Logan Gutterman.
You sure?
All right, we're back here at Scott Carpenter
And
Park
back to
here in
the
Boulder,
64's,
Colorado.
we got
Beautiful
number
night.
15, Charlie Langford.
As you hear the PA announcer Sammy announce, wonderful job tonight here for the 64s. Up to bat will be Charlie Langford, right-handed batter. Colby Community College there in Kansas. First pitch to him was a ball. Game's moving right along, already at the bottom of the sixth. Next pitch there by Logan Gutterman. Nice pitch, fastball hits the black part of the plate. One ball, one strike. Gonna have a lot of good games between these two teams, Foxes and 64s. Right now, though, the 64s playing a little better baseball to start the season. But what will happen is you have players coming from all over the country, see each other for practice or two, and then you got baseball. That next pitch, they did check that first. Umpire says no swing. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Our batter Charlie Langford waiting in deck as Zeke Bodie. Zeke early in the game hit a solo shot to right field. Gutterman, the kick left-handed batter, throws that one in the dirt to the backstop. Charlie Langford says it hit his foot, so officially get an HBP in the scorebook as he goes out for first base.
Zeke.
Either way, he was going to be a first, either a walk or a hit by pitch, and he's over there. I'll bring up Zeke Bodie. Just completed his senior season at Prospect Ridge Academy. Playing over there for Mark Knudsen, a former Major League pitcher. Mark Knudsen actually used to be the pitching coach here for the Boulder 64s. He takes the first pitch for a ball. Knudsen played a number of years in major leagues. Next pitch by Gutterman. That one slapped to the right field by Zeke Bodie. That one's going to fall. That one's going to not quite to the wall, but Bertucci gets it. They're going to hold the runner at third. So Zeke Bodie gets a double home run so
And
far
a
for
beautiful
Bodie.
hit from Bodie. Get into the double.
Great
Pushing Langford to
evening here
first.
at Scott Carpenter Park. So that now leaves runners second and third.
12 for 0,
Nobody out.
Jack Gardner.
And that takes us to the top of the order with Jack Gardner. So the situation is this: bottom of the 6-1, 64s with the lead, and an opportunity really to put a big gap between them and the Foxes. Runner second and third, no outs. Leadoff hitter Jack Gardner. Jack, first pitch, swings it left field. That's going to drop in for a base. Elijah Morales, he tracks it down, rolls to the fence, runs across. Brandon Wakefield's going to send the runner home, Bodie. We are not going to have a play at home. 2 runs scored. 8-1, 64s.
A beautiful hit by number 9, Bryce Robinette, bringing his 2 friends home from the field.
So 8-1, 64s. Very similar to last night. Really control the game. Well, last night 10-3. And now lead here 8-1. I'll bring up for the 64s Bryce Robinette. He's thrown out at home earlier in the game on a nice relay play by the Foxes. First pitch to him was a ball. Here in the Boulder area, want to see some great baseball. Make your way to SCP, Scott Carpenter Park. Only 2 games in the season. We play for 60 days. We'll play through the end of July. And Jake Gardner steals third base on a close play, but he gets underneath the tag and he's at third. So now you got a runner at third. 64's up 8-1. Gutterman's your pitcher.
Really?
Robinette has a chance. And had an RBI to his early stats. That pitch inside all speed. 2 balls, no strikes. Next pitch by Gutterman on a 3-0. Or is a strike. So standing at third, Jake Gardner. 3 balls, 1 strikes. 1 strike, Bryce Robinette. Gutterman. Swing up the middle, picked up by the second baseman over to first. Picks up a nice,
Robinette
did a nice job of picking up that ball.
ball.
As he tried to rush for the play at first, he pulled off the first base from Drew Ruskus. And Drew stopped the ball nicely, but even though he stands at 6'3", could not keep his foot on the bag.
Number 23, Jackson Bryant.
Nice Robinette, he's safe over at first. That'll be a hit. That's a tough play. And it does bring another run across the board. It's the 64's the 9-1 lead.
Thank you.
Now up to bat is the dangerous Jackson Bryant. That was over to the right field, and Nick Bertucci tracks that down. Bryant is a right-handed batter, so he hit that to right field. And if you've ever played in the right field or left field, and when you have a batter hits it opposite, that ball will continue to go away from you. So
Next up, we
sometimes
got
feel like you
number
never really
11,
catch up to it.
Xavier
You just got to
Fargo.
stand on your horse and track it down, and Nick did that. So he makes a catch, 1 out. Now bring up our DH, Xavier Farnham. Xavier was a starting catcher last night for the 64's DH. Very similar to what he did with San Diego State. The Aztec catch, and then on his off days, he would DH. Stand 6 foot, 205. Got him over to first. Light toss. Base runner's going down to second base on the steal and easily gets in. Boxes can't quite control the throw, but they do keep it on
Robinette
the
takes second
infield.
base.
So Robinette with the steal puts himself in scoring position. Xavier last night, good game, couple hits. Got an absolute laser base hit last night. And we haven't had any rain, but we certainly have quite the rainbow right over Scott Carpenter. Farnham fouls that one off, evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 64's complete control. Up 9-1, 7 hits. Fox's 1 hit. That one, base hit by Farnham down the third base line. That will easily score Robinette. And Xavier, he's going to go into second. Throws coming in there just off a little bit. And Xavier.
Down the
Farnham with a double.
line.
Bumps that lead to
Double.
10-1.
Bringing in an
for the
RBI,
64's.
Robinette's home. So we got number 10, Mason Griffin.
I'll bring up the 64's. Mason Griffin. Mason just completed his senior season at Paso Ridge. Impressive in the box, 6'3", 215. Swings on that first pitch, fouls it off the screen. Strike 1. Just joined us. Yes. It is dark here at Scott Carpenter Park, but we're still playing. Actually, our video does not want to pull through, but that's not going to keep us from bringing you baseball here from Boulder, Colorado on an absolute gorgeous Friday night. Got him in the pitch for the Foxes. That one is popped up, and that one's going to get into foul territory. So basically, Griffin finds himself in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. But rest assured, 64's complete control of 10-1. Last night they won 10-3. So this friendly rivalry to start the season completely one-sided. But we're only into 2 games of the season, so we'll see how the rest of the season does play out. But right now, 64's 10-1. Mason Griffin in the box, left-handed hitter, down 0-2. Cut him in the kick. The pitch swung on, and that one also fouled off. Vanderbilt shaking a head like the pitch location from Gutterman on that one. Thank you for joining us tonight and hanging in there despite no video. I'm trying to bring you the action, bring it to your living room, bring it to your car, wherever you may be. Gutterman check second, delivery that one. Hits Griffin.
Takes the hit and gets to first base.
0-2 count, but that's what happened.
Bringing up number 1, Shane Crow.
So now we have runners at first and second. Pitching coach for the Foxes, Coach Jay O'Connor from Australia, actually going to make the visit to Logan.
That's what I call it. I'm still waiting to say it. Just called it in the top before it was 11.
Okay. What was the first team score?
They lost 11. Yeah, no, I want to be like, how about prospectors lost 11. It was 3-1 prospectors. They called it at the top. Just lights.
Another action in the league.
I know that.
Diamond Club out of Denver. On the first game of the doubleheader over the NoCo Prospectors, 11-7. Second game, NoCo Prospectors are up 3-1. And unfortunately, as darkness has settled in, they have to stop that game. Prospectors up 3-1, so that game will get continued the next time those 2 teams play. First pitch inside for ball 1. Ten runs, 7 hits for the 64's. Fox is still 1-1. 1 hit, 1 run. That next pitch, off speed inside, 2-0. Make your way out to Boulder right before Collins to watch one of the games. It may be 80 degrees when the game starts, but as we all know, it gets a little more chillier as the sun goes down. Got him a next pitch. That one, it's a little bit out of his hand. That one's high. 3-0 count. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and second for the 64's. Pitch by Gutterman, that one high inside onto Jake Carpenter.
That's a walk for Crow, bring it up.
And Shane Crow would now
Number
go
25, CJ Trask.
His base is loaded with that. That will end Logan Gutterman's evening as Coach Larry McCann comes out and makes the visit. So, Logan, he will step off.
Yeah. Oh, they subbed it.
Walk back towards the Fox's dugout. Be greeted by his fellow teammates. Not the outing he certainly wanted, his first appearance with the Foxes, but plenty of baseball ahead of us.
To the homie huddle, the Foxes are putting out number 24, Reed Lavach.
Okay, so now we have number 2 in there. I just that. And what I'm worried about.
So now, Foxes will bring in number 24, Reed Lavach. Reed, a right-handed pitcher, 5'11", 175. Just finished off his sophomore season at Scottsdale Community College from Westminster, Colorado. And a little bit of a spot here. Bases loaded. One out. 10-1, 64's is the spot read is in, but this pitcher comes with the territory. Reed has sidearm approach. And 2 more warm-ups to go before we'll get back started.
Up for the Boulder 64's. We have number 2, Kale Hamrick.
So that rainbow mentioned earlier still sitting right over Scott Carpenter Park. 64's bringing a new hitter. Number 2, Kale Hamrick. Another player, 1 of 3 from Hutchinson Community College. He's out of Sheridan, Wyoming. So I'll set the table for you. Bases loaded, no balls, no strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th, 10-1 is our score. First pitch is a strike. As they like to say, ducks on the pond for the 64's. Next pitch, just high. Evens a count of 1-1. Appreciate you joining us tonight. Apologize for the lack of video. We'll get that corrected moving forward. But we're still bringing you baseball the way I grew up. Just listen on the radio. Next pitch just misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. Three checks aside. Big pitch here. 2-1. That one, nice pitch inside corner. Baseball evens a count at 2-2. Mentioned the Foxes head coach Larry McCann made the pitching change. Coach McCann, assistant coach at Mount Sac out in California. Mount Sac had a tremendous season, over 50 wins, and won the California Junior College Championship. Won the semifinal 11 innings and then won the championship in 13 innings. So as that season ended, spent about 48 hours at home getting a few things done, jumped on a plane and came to Fort Collins. Our count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's nowhere to put the runner. That one goes in there for a strike. Just the inside corner. Big pitch by Reed. So big pitch there for Reed. Gets himself in a tight spot. 3-2 count. So now with 2 outs, bases loaded. Brings up for the 64's. Logan Kearney, his first at bat of the night. First pitch is on the outside. Next pitch, that one just misses on the inside from ball 2.
Yes, he is.
2 balls, no strikes. We got 2 outs, bottom of the 6th, bases loaded. 64's in control, 10-1. Really can create a huge gap here. Next pitch, that one swung on and fouled behind the plate. Makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. Next pitch, that one fouled straight back into the screen. They evens the count of 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Foxes are going to get back in this game. This one here is pretty much a must out because a base hit's going to drive in at least two. Here's a pitch from Reed. That one was a fastball, maybe just a tad high, but he gets the call on the strike three. 64's, though, more damage. They put 4 across on the bottom of the 6. We head to the top of the 7th. 64's with the lead 10-1. We'll be right back here on the Front Range
Time for the
Baseball
7th
Network.
inning stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to stand up and stretch while we throw you some Cracker Jacks.
$10 for everyone here. Oh, yeah, keep going. Don't turn around. Oh. Oh, down there, down there. Keep going, guys, you got it. Throw it down there. Okay. And 2. You killed it. Oh my goodness.
Big enough from last time.
Yes. Good job. You did so good. I missed it. Yeah, you missed it. I saw you go start. I'm like, I missed it.
My wife was like, "Can't watch a square." I hadn't seen it.
Oh, where is it wasn't connecting? Well, I tossed it. I think I had to accept it, so it's all, it said all offline. But I think it's all on the square. They worked out like that. Their weird thing is it's on the square. I just think that it needs to connect. Like, you know how when you have to accept it, it doesn't like won't do it on the square.
Gotcha. So we just got to figure out how to get connected. See, I know you tried to put it on Wi-Fi, but
Yeah, it wouldn't connect.
likely.
We're back to Scott Carpenter Park. Leading the inning off for the Foxes, Elijah Heinen. Elijah sends one out to right field, but that's a can of corn, as I like to say, for out number 1.
Mason Griffin out in right field making that catch.
So 2 pitches, 1 out. First pitch, Nate Eliason. That one's a lazy fly ball to right field. Easy
2
catch.
catches in a row out there for Mason Griffin in right field.
Mason Griffin seeing a little action here in this inning. 2 fly balls, makes 2 catches. 3 pitches, 2 outs. Now bring up for the Foxes, number 20, Parker Fagan, 6'1", 210, Greyhound, played at Fort Scott Community College. First pitch. Ball from Jacob Amador, who's in there for his 4th inning of work. This pitch, that one swung on, and Parker Fagan gets a hold of that one. That's going to get over center field to Hopper to the fence. Parker, he'll stand at second with a double. It's only the 2nd hit of the night.
Number 20, Parker Fagan's in on second.
The Foxes. Now, Foxes last year had a lot of games where they came back late. See if they have any of that magic on this year's team. But the hole is big. That hole's 9 runs, 10-1, 64's with the lead. Parker stands at second. Gotta bring up your catcher, Ryan Vanderveer. Amador checks the runner at second. First pitch, off speed pitch. Swinging right through his Vanderveer 1-2 count. So runner at second, 2 outs. Pitch from Amador, that one outside in the dirt, but a nice job keeping that in front of him. Catcher Shane Crow not let the runner advance from second to third. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. The delivery, that nice pitch. It's the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just joined us. 64's. 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and 4 in the sixth. That gives you 10. Boxes 1 in the second. That's our score, 10-1. Here's a pitch from Amador. That one's in the dirt. Even the count of 2-2. '64's had 2 homers. Early in the game, Jackson Bryant hit a second over left field. A no-doubter. Then Zeke Bodie, his first homer of the season, to right field off the light pole. Amador, they kick the pitch. That one's high. Runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Vanderveer can find a way to get on. It flips the lineup. And as a 9-hole hitter, that's your goal. Do everything you can to flip that lineup. Here's the pitch. That's one is hit high in left field, but plenty of room. And the 64's make the grab 10 ends yet. Just have a double. Can't do anything with it.
Carrying the outs for that inning.
So we head to the
Jack
bottom
Gardner,
of the
center field,
7th.
touching that third.
64's up 10-1. We'll be back shortly, right here on the Front Range Baseball Network.
So when did we do Cracker Jacks last half? Did Cracker Jacks? Okay. Typically you do it, this right here is when you would do it. But that's all right. No big deal.
You would normally do it in the middle of the stuff.
Well, I said,
It's okay.
It's okay.
did I say, wait, so this is.
Yeah, now you would do it.
This is when you would normally do it in the middle of the stuff. Yeah.
And don't forget, log the settings, so I check edit to make last call. Yeah. Yeah, this.
Big.
That's number 13, Zeke Bodie.
Welcome back to Scott Carpenter Park here in beautiful Boulder, Colorado. If you're a 64 fan, you are happy. You're up 10-1. We're not happy with no video. We'll fix that next game. Big Foxes fan, well, keep your head up. See if you could rally. If not, there's another one coming around the corner. You still got a couple innings here. If we're bottom of the 7th, 64's up 10-1. Leading the inning off for the 64's is a 9-batter Zeke Bodie. Hit a home run earlier in the game. 2 balls, no strikes. Bodie. Both these teams, after playing back-to-back nights, will have the day off. Then on Sunday, 64's will travel to the Greeley Grays. Greeley Grays celebrating their 100th season of baseball. And that pitch in there for Marie Littleback, excuse me. And there for a strike, 2-1's a count. Foxes will be at home on Sunday as that pitch is fouled off. Foxes will be at home on Sunday at 4:05 start time at City Park. They'll take on Western Nebraska Pioneers. Two balls, one strike is the count. That one fouled off back. He needs a count of 2 balls, 2 strikes. If the last name Bodie sounds familiar, yes, his uncle is David Bodie. Spent a number of years in the major leagues. That pitch outside for a ball. Runs it full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that pitch just misses. So Bodie will take
takes his base.
spot at first
Making
base.
room for number 0.
And he does his
Jack
job again.
Gardner.
Tonight. Flips the lineup to the top to Jake Gardner. Excuse me, Jack Gardner. Jack, won't miss him if you see him. 6'3", 215, Kansas City, Missouri. First pitch from Reed off speed, and Jack gets a hold of this one, and that one is a no.
There.
Jack sends that one to deep center field. 387 is the sign out there.
Gardner, 0-0. Boulder 64.
The 2 more on the board. 64's up 12-1.
We do it.
Bottom of the 7th.
And with that, that gives us the 10-run rule. And that's a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. So Jack Gardner
Okay, I'm gonna go downstairs.
sends the Foxes packing with a 12-1 victory.
Was our Boulder 64.
So, after 2 games between these 2 teams, complete domination by the 64's. Game 2. 64's coming out of the game playing great pitching, defense. They got hitting. Tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we got a team right here in Boulder. So your final score here from Scott Carpenter Park is your Boulder 64's 12. Foxes 1 run on 2 hits. Both teams are off tomorrow. Then on Sunday, the 64's will make their way up to Greeley, Lake University High School. For Kim and Tony from the Grays will welcome them.
You can catch our Boulder 64's in Greeley this weekend on June 1st, or come back to Scott Carpenter Field June 3rd against the El Paso Miracles. Remember, and it's BYOC, bring your own Cracker Jacks.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for showing up and cheering loud for our Flatiron Heroes, the Boulder 64's.
Thank you for joining us here on the Front Range Baseball Network. Have a wonderful evening and have a wonderful inning. Have a wonderful evening, and we appreciate you right here, Front Range Baseball